And here we are with the battle. This week we're going against Mr. Mountay and his immunity idol. So last week we did get body back. Hopefully you're going to be able to rinse it off because our record is fine. We're 3-2. Of course, getting 6-0 is not ideal. Spoilers. But hopefully we're going to be able to bounce back in this one. We see Kilowattrel, Breloom, Garchomp, Scizor, Hatterene, and Slowking. So there was something I was looking at on his team that didn't come. Oh, Ursaring and Tyranitar didn't come, so that's cool. He doesn't have the best of switch-ins to Crikey, which is kind of dope, so that'll be interesting to see. I forgot what I led off with last time in the mod. I can't remember what I led off with, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna lead off with Skeledirge. I think Skeledirge isn't too bad, so we'll do that and see what's popping. See what's popping with that. If he does lead off with Chomp, we can go out into something like Serena or not. And in classic fashion, so Mountay always dresses up, but I just use it as an excuse for a dress now because I'm wearing some trainer clothes right now. So that's what we're gonna do. My workout clothes, we got them, we're here, we're now. We're underdressed and he is overdressed. So boom, evens out, cancels out. So in all seriousness, go look, have fun to Mountay. We'll see what we can do in this one. Hopefully it's a juicy one. Kilowattrel comes out. That's honestly not too bad. We could see a U-turn, could see a Thunderbolt. I kind of want to just slack off to see what this thing will do. So I'll just opt to slack off here. I feel like that wouldn't be too bad because I feel like Chomp could come in here. Or Glowking. If Glowking comes in, that's good for us because then we can literally go out into back. So I think what I'll do, I'll just overheat here. So we'll get damage off this thing. If it does choose to stay in, I feel like we see a Volt Switch or a U-turn. But we'll see what this thing wants to do. We'll see what he wants to do. Because he could U-turn anticipating a switch into like maybe my Uxie or something of that nature. He could Terra. Actually, I forgot this thing is Terra Water or Terra Ground. Yeah, so we're going to see a Terra off rip. I totally blanked on that. Not playing smart. Not playing smart. Hopefully we don't get punished, but that was not playing smart. We do see the Terra Water off rip. All right, so good to know. Do we see a U-turn? Do we see a Terra Blast? He is gonna opt to Terra Blast. Okay, so that's not the best situation in the world, right? Would have been better for me to just go right out into our boy. Hopefully we'll be able to tank this. We do tank it. Not ideal, right? We're gonna overeat here. Get some chip on this thing. So that's cool. We're gonna be able to get up out. Totally forgot about Terra Water. So the Silly Goosery turn 1 is over. So we're gonna get up out of here. And now we're gonna go right out into backs. Because what is this thing gonna do? He could Hurricane me, but it'll just die. So I'm just gonna go right into backs. And we're gonna be able to get off some big damage on something, is what we're gonna be able to do. So I'll just do that. So we're gonna go for a Glaive Rush here. I could also go for like EQ because he has no immunity. Like there is no more immunity. So I could just go for EQ. I'll just go for EQ. It's a good mid-ground play. That's a good neutral hit on Scizor as well, so I'll just go ahead and do that, and we'll be able to take this thing out if he gives it to us here, which I don't think he would. I also didn't see how much Terra Blast does. He's just gonna opt to withdraw. I don't think it was Specs. It could have been, but I don't think it was. Hard Body comes out. I assume that's Scizor. So Scizor is gonna take this EQ to the dome, which is nice. We'll see if it's Max Fizz Def. It is not Max Fizz Def. It's a berry. Okay, so it is probably Citrus. All right, so that's good to know. No lefties. So next time it comes in, it is indeed getting body bagged. So if I go into that, it does allow in the Chilly Reception Boy. I'm gonna go right out into Tauros. Yeah, it sucks that I blundered the first turn. With my Skeledirge because having health on that is kind of important. And totally just blanked on the Terra Water. Like, those are the moments I'm talking about. Can't have those. I cannot have those. Not in like high stake games because I really need to, probably just, it'd be better for me to win out here to secure playoffs here. Otherwise I'll be fighting with the rest of the gang for a playoff spot. But yeah, in my head I was like, oh, maybe U-turn, but they just ended up attacking in front of him, which is fair. I mean, as you should. I should have just went hard Uxie there, but at least I can kind of see what Kilowattrel damage is doing, because if it's just regular offensive Terra Water with Terra Blast, we're gonna opt to withdraw here. They might just opt to Bullet Punch, or they might opt to U-turn. I could have stayed in because we do live a Bullet Punch. Maybe they go for Bullet Punch. They go for Bullet Punch. Okay, that's dope. That's perfect. That's what we want. Nice. So what we can do now is we literally can easily just get up a sub here and do that. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. Because whatever he goes on to, we get a free hit on it and don't have to like predict or anything. So Kilowattrel with the Terra Blast, Terra Water, 58 to 70. Yeah, that's not Specs damage. That's just regular. I think it's Boots maybe. Excuse me. I think it might be Boots or it could be Scarf potentially. So we see a withdrawal here. See what they want to go out into. Cold Shoulder is going to be this thing. Okay, perfect. Depending if this thing is not defensive, we can two-shot it potentially with EQ. So that's what we're gonna fire off here. He literally has no EQ immunity, which is beautiful. It is indeed beautiful, a thing of beauty, a thing of beauty. So we're gonna go for Earthquake. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a good time. We'll see how much this can do. Are you defensive? You're not Sugar Berry either. How much is this doing? That is a potential to a KO if they're not Black Sludge. We'll see if they're Black Sludge or not. Sludge Bomb is gonna break our sub for sure. We'll see if they're Black Sludge or not, because if they're not, we can just go for another one. Are they we see our lefties pop. We see our lefties pop. Are they Black Sludge? They're not Black Sludge. So what we can do, because I feel like they're gonna swap out here, I'm gonna go for another sub. Yeah, exactly. So they're gonna have to get up out of here. Tauros putting work. Tauros is putting in work, baby. Cool Hat's coming out. So that's cool. That's cool. No pun intended. That's cool. We're getting a little bit chipped because of our own sub, but that's fine. Just gonna be able to get some leftovers recovery, which is great. And be able to go for a Raging Bull here, which is pretty dope. That is great. So we're chipping down the team. Granted, it is a Glow King, so that chip doesn't stay there forever because of regenerator, pesky little regenerator, but it does have some damage on it compared to having none at all. So that's great. We'll see how much this Raging Bull can do. Raging Bull is gonna come off. Nice little hit. Boom. Oh, that's a crit. That's big. That is very big. That's super big. They're also a berry on this, so they have all the health berries, but we're proccing them now, which is great. As you know, it's better than not proccing them. So they're gonna go for Trick Room here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So now we have the Cool Hat with underneath Trick Room. We're getting more lefties recovery, which is good for us because we're gonna get this turn and the next turn, and be able to go for another Raging Bull here. So yeah, we'll do that. Then go for Giga Drain. Also have Giga Drain, Trick Room. I'm gonna actually have to make note of these moves. I haven't been making note. Sub is gonna fade, of course. But we did proc their berry, which is good. So that's cool. So we're gonna be able to fire off another Raging Bull here, which will tickle. We did crit them last time. That's good damage either way. They have Trick Room, Giga Drain. I assume they have one of the two stabs or both as their last two move pools. Serena. Serena is good for, I mean, we could use Serena on this, honestly. I'm not against it. Try to save health on Uxie is what we need to do. So we're going to go into Barty. Barty. All right, so we're going to go into make a note of their team. They have a Glow King. It's not going to be Glow King. They're going to double out here. What are they going to? What survey says? Cold Shoulder. All right, good play on their part. Good play on their part. Uxie would have been the better play from my end, but alas, that is not the case. But we don't know what this thing is. It could be Choice Specs, or could be kind of crazy. How many turns of Trick Room do they have? I assume they have 2. Yeah, they have 2 left. Now the thing is, if I didn't take damage on this thing, we'd be in a better spot. We would be in a much better spot. And I don't necessarily want to take damage on Uxie and potentially get a Sludge Bomb, whatchamacallit. We could take a Sludge Bomb, and we can just opt to U-turn maybe. I think that might be my better play, because we don't necessarily need Serena per se at this moment in time. Because I can slack off on the thing, which is valuable for other stuff. So I'm going to use U-turn here. Then opt to Sludge Bomb. We do eat that, which is great. We do get poison, unfortunately. But we're going to be able to take that and be able to U-turn here, which is nice for us. Do some damage there. Unfortunately that we got the poison, but it is what it is. We did take the hit nicely though, so that's cool. Oh, we just don't have speed. That's the only problem. So I think we go Cerebro. And am I particularly scared of the physical attackers? I wouldn't say am. I think we just go for a nice little light screen, right? Because what do you even go in here? I think you just stay in. But I'll just get a light screen up. They're going to withdraw. Okay. So what do we see? Scizor maybe? Because if it's Scizor, it's Cool Hat. So Hatterene. Actually, that works out. That's fine. That actually works. That works. That indeed does work. So Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal. They could go for another one, but I'm just going to go for a U-turn here. Get up out. Because they have no way of getting rid of screens unless they are indeed defog Scizor or Brick Break on something like... I think Scizor is the only thing that has... Oh, they could have Brick Break Balloon. They definitely could have Brick Break Balloon. I don't particularly see that, but they could. But I don't think they would be able to fit it. In my opinion, like, Tauros can just win. As long as, like, I can force a situation where I can get behind a sub again. Like, especially if I can get a bulk up, I think we're fine. Like, there's no way. But I'm going to make note of this team. We're going to U-turn here. get more chip on this thing, which is great. We could go back out into Serena. Part of me wants to just go my Croc, which I think now is the time to do it, if any. They go for Dazzling Gleam. Oh, perfect. That's great. That's fantastic. So now we literally just slack off here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we've seen Trick Room, we've seen Dazzling Gleam, we've seen Giga Drain. This thing comes out, so we're gonna slack off here, which is great. Granted, they do have a free Chomp turn, which is not great. We opt to go Serena here and see what's crack-a-lackin'. Because I mean, we have health on our Dirge now, which is cool. So we can switch into Hatterene as we please. They have Chomp here. Garchomp, how much damage are you doing? You're going for Stealth Rock. Unfortunately, because they know we're not boots on our Dirge. So it's obviously not banded, unless it's banded rocks would be nutty. But I'm just gonna go for a Rapid Spin. We know this thing has Stealth Rock. We could indeed see P-Jab. Slow King, Galar has Sludge Bomb. Scizor has Bullet Punch. We know that much as well. They're gonna go for Draco. Oh, that's okay. I mean, we tanked that easily. Interesting play. We're gonna be able to get away the rocks, which is nice. We are gonna take Poison plus Rough Skin, which is unfortunate. Are they Rocky Helmet as well? They're not Rocky Helmet. We would take it. All right, so we live here. We don't live here. We don't live here. I could opt to go into, I think now is my time to go into Pangea. Because their Spatak is low. We have Light Screen up. Yeah, we'll just go into Pangea now and be able to get up a Spike up. Or we can even go for a Coil. Because they could bait my Spike and go on to Hatterene. I'll just Heavy Slam as a scout. See what they want to do. They're up to a Stealth Rock in my face. Oh my. So we're going to Heavy Slam here. Rough Skin is going to come off. They're wasting my turns of whatchamacallit for sure. Part of me wants to coil because it's hard because I don't want to have a Spike on my side. I most definitely don't. I'd rather just keep it to rocks. As like a 50-50 with myself because they might not even think about going to Hatterene. But it's hard to get up a Spike with the thing there. I'm going to go for Coil because like they could go Hat. They could go Hat even though I did just Heavy Slam. All right, they do withdraw. Do we see the Hatterene come out is the question. Yeah, the Hatterene does come out. See, that's exactly what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. So we're going to Coil here. We should outspeed this thing 100%. Maybe I should have just even like Heavy Slammed again. So now we're going to go for a Heavy Slam, even though Terra Blast would be like Terra here into whatchamacallit, but I feel like Heavy Slam is fine as well. Like they'd have to go out into Scizor to force me to Terra here. Like they could give me this or they might not, or they might not. If they go Scizor, that's more health. And then like Backs becomes a huge problem for them because like right now, like Backs looks super free. Granted, we don't have, removal anymore, which is unfortunate. They're on a Cold Shoulder. So how much will this do? Heavy Slam comes off, does a chunk. Light Screen does wear off here. We could see a Chilly Reception. They got Spikes up when they got Rocks up, but they did the game. They won the 50-50 and got the Rocks up. Maybe actually what I should have done is went into Backs and Ice Sharded. Actually would have been the better play. We can go into you. We're gonna take Rock Ship plus a potential Sludge Bomb, which would not be ideal. Take Rocks plus Fire Move maybe, or even a Psychic. I want to see how much Terra Blast did, but it's a little bit too late now. I guess we go into Cerebro. I should have seen how much this did. Earthworm +1 to a Terra Ghost to a whatchamacallit. What do we see here? We see Pointed Stones. They go for Yawn. Okay, good play on their part. Slow King Galar. Because Heavy Slam did 23 to 28. We might have been able to kill from that range, depending on their investment. If they're not max, they look like to be very defensive though. That's like way more. That's like 60%. We just U-turn here. They're gonna be able to get some momentum because I think they have Chilly Reception. We know they have Sludge Bomb. And we know they have Yawn. Do I want to go into Pangea? They don't go for a Psychic type move. I feel like we see like Chilly Reception or a Sludge Bomb maybe. So let's see what they want to go for here. I think this play is fine. Yeah, there's a Sludge Bomb. So Sludge Bomb, Yawn. Terra Blast won't be able to KO because we are not +1. So part of me even wants to go into Dirge. I'll make the switch out into Dirge here. It sucks that we lost Serena so early. And that was just a blunder because I should have just went Hard Uxie on the Kilo. And then I would have been out of that situation, have health on my Serena to the point where we don't get KO'd. Ooh, good play. So they have Surf. That's tough. So now we're just gonna go into Backs here and claim a kill on something. Granted, this does allow in the Breloom though. Because if I was Terra Earthworm, it'd be different. But we're still weak to Mach Punch, which is not good. Not good. And we lost our Dirge, which is also not good. Yeah, so that turn 1 blunder might cost me a little bit. Because that was, yeah, I totally blanked on the Terra Water, which put me on a back foot automatically. And then if I went in Uxie there, we're fine because then we can get up screens another turn or even U-turn. But we claim a kill here, which is nice. But it does allow him to go into Breloom. So he's going to withdraw here. We get a kill on something. Cool Hat. So Hatterene is gone, which is good. This thing is gone. Cool. All right, so Hatterene is dead. Chomp is very low. Chomp is in Ice Shard range, I'm pretty sure. Even if they are Yachi. Game Shark. Actually, that's Chomp. Okay. So Chomp comes out here. I think my best play here is Cerebro no matter what. Because like if they go for EQ or Dragon move, if they go for Draco, we're covered because we can eat that hit very reliably. Only downside is that we're taking a lot of chip. The Draco, all right, so we're going to be able to eat that somewhat. We're going to get up a Reflect here. Yeah, the turn 1, man, it's fighting me already. But we just need to be able to, because his whole team is very weak to Tauros. I just need to figure out how to get it back in, and I think we'll be golden. So we're gonna get a Reflect Up. We're faster than this Chomp, or they use Dragon Tail. Yeah, they did use Dragon Tail. They're gonna land. If we go out into Tauros, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Go into Tauros, please. Not the best, all right? Not the best. We can go for an Ice Shard. Sucks that we're taking so much chip on this thing. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just go out into Tauros here. Not even gonna risk the biscuit, because I feel like they could go into whatchamacallit, Scizor here. And why even like risk it? I can put myself in a good position right here. Go for Draco. Okay, we should be able to tank this. That still does a lot. Oh my gosh. That was -2. Why did that do so much? All right, so Garchomp, maybe it's just like fully Spatak Chomp. And you're not Jolly, but you are -4. I did not expect to do that much. -4. Do you break my sub? You do not break my sub. But do I want to go for a sub in this position? I think so. They're going to draw here. They're going to go for a sub here. Ugh, I did not think you're going to go for another Draco. Based on the damage that the first EQ did, I'm pretty sure I can bulk up here. I want to say I can and be able to kill this thing because it's not fully defensive. +1 would be able to KO. They're gonna go for Sludge Bomb here. That's fine. Now it's gonna be a matter of if they switch out or not, because we do have enough for one more sub. Because if they switch out, I mean, we don't even have to go for a sub. Then we can just Earthquake here and get damage off on something. All right, because if they go Scizor, that's fine because it doesn't kill us with a Bullet Punch. But yeah, turn 1 definitely was a huge misplay on my part, because I totally that Silly Goose moment, I can't escape him. I don't know what's going on in my battles. I've always had like one moment where it's just like my brain is just like not there. And I'm like, bro, the game's totally different had I not done that, right? Because, excuse me, had I switched out into Uxie, we don't have any damage on Durage. We still have our eject pack, and we're fine. So Cold Shoulder comes out here. Doesn't come out. It switches out. I say Breloom comes out. Okay, that's not too bad. That's actually not too bad. We're gonna go for Earthquake here. Bullet Seed would have to get 3 hits. Oh wait, we're behind a Reflect as well. If they get 2 hits, does it break my sub? It has a chance to break my sub. Mach Punch won't kill. It won't do anything really. Actually, I just go hard onto Earthworm, because even if they do Mach Punch, we're fine. Like Mach Punch does nothing behind a Reflect. So that's an easy play to make. Yeah, that's fine. Does nothing. So now what we'll do, Terra Ghost, and we'll opt to get up a layer of spikes, or we'll just get up a layer of spikes. I don't think we have to Terra per se. They do opt to Spore. Unfortunate. That is, oh, as the camera goes out. Unfortunate. They are Spore Breloom. I think I'd Terra Ghost here this time and go for a Heavy Slam and see what comes out here. I really feel like we're on a back foot though. And it's really hard for me to gain any positioning. Then we'll draw here. We're gonna burn a turn of sleep, which is cool. Cold Shoulder comes out. We're gonna Terra here. So that way we're safer for the next switch in. So we are Terra Ghost, Earthworm. We know that Chomp has Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor. We are fast asleep. Yeah, I feel like that first turn is just so brutal for me to come back from. It's not an impossible place to come back from, but it's feeling like it. Maybe we just go for a Terra Blast. We're still fast asleep. I go for a Surf here. Gonna do some damage. We're gonna be able to eat some berries, which is great. Is it important for me to get a spike up anymore? I think so, because I think it determines if I can KO the Scizor or not. So I'm gonna get up a spike here and see what he wants to go for. Goes for TR. Okay. So TR is up yet again. So yes, TR the team. So Sludge Bomb, Surf, and Trick Room. So we know the whole spread on this. We know the whole moveset on this thing. I'm gonna opt to go for a Terra Blast. That's my only play. I don't really have another switch in. So I think the Scizor can be KO'd by Baxcalibur upon re-entry, which is nice. That does so much damage. Oh, it was a crit. I was about to say, what? What? And I'm just gonna go for a Terra Blast. I guess I shouldn't have got that spike up, but I felt like it was needed for a Baxcalibur. But yeah, because if I Terra Blast right there twice, then we're in a better spot because we live. Now from this position, I have to risk an Ice Shard, or I have to go into Uxie, go get up a Light Screen. I think I have to get up a Light Screen here. I'm gonna take rocks. Hopefully we can live the Sludge Bomb. Trick Room is unfortunate. I'm gonna go for a Sludge Bomb here. We don't even live. All right, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the game, honestly. Yeah, that's gonna be the game. That sucks. It really does suck. I feel like I could have played better. I feel like I definitely could have played better. I think turn 1 was just terrible for me. I go for an Ice Shard here. If they switch, then they switch. Like they would go on to Scizor, but so be it. All right, so they give me this thing. Dope. Which I guess I should have just went in the back to begin with. Twisted Dimensions turn to normal. Because I can't beat the Kilo. That's the only thing. Now without me being behind a sub, I don't see that happen. Because they could go hard Kilo now and just end the game, honestly. Because as long as they hit a Hurricane, that's all they would need to do. Hard Body comes out, so they go into this thing. They go for a U-turn. I have to switch out though. We probably see a U-turn here. There's not much I could do about it. Yep, there's a U-turn. Yeah, it really sucks. Because I felt like I was pretty much in this game, aside like because as long as I keep Dirge healthy, and then I don't have that damage on Serena, because then I could just go Dirge every time. Granted, they do have Surf on the Glow King. So Killer Washo comes out here, and that's going to be game. Because they can go for a Thunderbolt, and after, they're going for the for sure win, I guess, so that way we don't have to do any shenanigans with Hurricane, which makes sense. And Kilo's going to pick up the kill here, because Baxcalibur got chipped down from rocks every time, and that sucks. Because I feel like this one, I just outplayed myself. Granted, of course, all GG's to Mount, but I feel like I could have definitely done better this match. And that's just me. That sucks. Doesn't do enough. And that's going to be game. Well, a 4-0 loss, which is sucky, bro. That's so sucky. I think, yeah, turn one. I said it throughout the whole game. The turn one cost me a lot. Because there was just no reason for me to stay in. I could have went out into Uxie. I got momentum, or I can get up a screen. And then, yeah, because Tauros was doing the thing. And then, of course, another turn was the Draco on the Tauros, which was huge, because I didn't expect it to do that much on -2. Plus, I didn't expect them to go for another Draco. But GG's to Mount. Hopefully, we're going to be able to bounce back. We are on a little bit of a stank streak, but it is what it is. But if you guys like the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And if you are new, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Without further ado, I'm your boy Jay. I'm going to get about share, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.